Hello, people. It's me, your pal, Charles Lapula, musician, author, activist, poet, pauper, pawn, king, butcher, baker, candlestick maker. Charles Lapula, with my little fucking emperor hood on right now because it's raining out and I didn't feel like getting my fucking hair wet. So, yes, gee, don't I look fucking wonderful. Anyway, how's everyone doing tonight? It's me. So, yeah, I'm doing another one of these. It's actually been a shorter period of time since last time, so you're not gonna hear me go, ooh, it's been a while since I've done one of these, because it hasn't been. And if you say that it has, you're a liar. So, yeah. Anyway. Whatever shall we talk about? Well, there's some very funky smelling people on the subway at 2:30 something in the morning. I can tell you that right now. Because, and it's funny, because I was homeless at one point and I used to sleep on the subway and I never smelled like that. In fact, well, honestly, I used to get into arguments with other homeless people who would ask me for money and I'd be like, I'm homeless too. And they'd be like, no, you're not. When I'd be like, why? Because I don't smell like shit? You know? Seriously, there's no shame in losing your home or having something horrible happen to you where you lose, all your material possessions. The shame comes from not keeping, it comes from the fact that, losing your fucking pride, I mean, I don't know, it's just me, whatever. I'm not in a good mood, as you can tell right now. So, I'm probably just gonna rant about stuff. So, yippee. Where's my fucking confetti? You know what? I need fucking confetti to fucking throw. Because, whoopee! It's fucking New Year's Eve or some shit in your pants. Whatever. So, yes. And yeah, I'm sitting like I'm giving birth. So, bite me if you don't like it. Anyway. I actually find this somewhat relaxing to hear. I don't know. I think I'm just bothered tonight because, I think I'm too much for some people. And I mean that in that I tend to handle everything in life aggressively. I think that, praying and hoping and, oh gosh, I really hope this works out does shit. You want something in life, you have to take it. You have to fucking grab life by the balls and fucking twist. And that goes for everything. Whether it's meeting new people, whether it's being an artist, whether it's whatever. Everything I do aggressively. And to no one's surprise, there are people who have issues handling that. It makes them uncomfortable. Because, people would much rather just go and play little silly guessing games where, I don't like what you're doing, but I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing because if I tell you, well, then you're going to get angry at me and then I'm going to have to actually confront things. And if I actually have to confront things, it'll make me nervous. And I don't want to be nervous because then I'll be scared and I'll feel vulnerable. And you tend to be really aggressive, so I don't want to be around that. But no, you know what? Fuck that. The way I look at it is that, everything, as I said, everything in life has to be seized. Life, for the most part, is a miserable, horrible little experience unless you make it not. If you find things in life you enjoy and you demand to have them in your life, It's kind of like, well, here's the thing. People always wonder, people, for one, I'll tell you something. thing of mine that I don't believe in karma. Karma only works on people who believe in karma. Because you know how you see people who are just utter fucking jerks, and they're rich, and they're successful, and they get all the girls, and they get whatever the fuck they want, 8-foot fucking mountains of cocaine if they want to, you know? And they can get away with it, and no fucking consequences ever touch them. And people look at them and they go, oh, well, karma will get them one day. And you know what? It won't. Because they don't believe that they're doing anything that deserves, punishment. They believe that they deserve all these things. And when you believe you deserve something, you get it. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't happen without work. I'm not saying that doesn't happen without effort. But when you believe that you are owed success, when you believe that you are owed, just the better things in life, you get them. They come to you. Because the most powerful force in the entirety of life is the will. The will is what manipulates energy. The will is what brings, good luck and bad luck. Because, in reality, there's no such thing as luck. It's just what you bring to yourself. The only time you ever find luck is when you're playing dice. Or Russian roulette, I guess. But, whatever. But, otherwise, you bring your own consequences to life. And that's the way I've always tried to live once I kind of figured that out about life, was that, you have to be aggressive. Be he aggressive. Be he AGGRESSIVE, as the song goes. But yeah, so people sometimes have a problem with the fact that I'm an honest man. I'm a blunt man. I will tell you what I'm thinking. And you know what? Sometimes people's feelings get hurt. And that's too bad for them. I've had my feelings hurt. I don't like it. But you know what? I would much rather have someone be honest with me about something than to play little silly games. Because the only games that I play involve either this or alcohol. So, man or Pascal. So, yeah. Anyway, as far as the female vocalist search goes, still no leads, and I'm starting to get the feeling that we're probably going to have to just record without, or to extend an extra day of recording sometime in. I don't even want to think about doing that because I want to get to the fucking mixing and I want to get people to hear our stuff. So, I know someone who can work with us in July, but, I really don't want to go that far. But at the same time, if I don't have female vocals on there, as I said, I'm going to hate it. And here's the interesting thing about that. I will probably be the only one who does. Because, the other members, and the general public, they've only heard female vocals in 2 songs, in The Good Shepherd and in First Day at the End of the World. Me, I hear them in my head on every song that uses it, So, I think is this the David Tennant version? No, this would, I think, be the Christopher Eccleston one. I don't hear the sound of drums as much. But anyway, as I was saying, I've heard these things in my head, and I know how it's supposed to sound. I know what I have to hear in order for me to be happy. And when I don't hear that, I'm gonna fucking hate it, and it's gonna be a shitty experience for me because I have to actually promote this and tell people how great we are, and I won't feel 100% into it. It's why I never did promotion for Rock Me Asmodeus, because I was totally I know other people love that album, and I just thought it was fucking subpar. I thought it was missing so much of what made Dark Eden great. And with Nemesis, you know, I have a very specific vision too for a lot of these songs. And I don't, you know, compromise. And that's another thing about when you live aggressively, you know, compromise bothers you. Bothers me. You know, I don't like compromising. I know, you know, people may say that's a sign that I'm immature or whatever, but, you know, that's just how I am, you know? I have very specific visions, and I don't like compromising. What I do like is when someone has a better idea. That, actually, I appreciate. I appreciate that, you know, more than anything. When someone can be like, hey, Charles, you know, you haven't looked at it this way, so let me explain to you. And it's like, oh, well, gee, that's actually a good idea, you know? So, you know, compromise is bad, but teaching me something I didn't know before is great. That's completely appreciated. But, you know, so, I don't know. It's gonna bother me either way, I think. I really don't want to actually have to delay the album at all. You know, any more than it's already being delayed. Pardon me for burping, by the way. But, you know, at the same time, I don't want to do stuff without female vocals. So, who knows? We shall see. My drummer recommended someone, and we'll see if that pans out. I hope it does, because I want the album to sound in a way that I want the album to sound. So, you know. But anyway, next couple days, I'm going to take to actually sit and rest, because I don't have to be up in the morning right now, because right now I am no longer at my old job. I have enough money to pay off the month or whatever, but, you know, I am spending this time focusing on artistic endeavors. Okay, today I focused on playing Lollipop Chainsaw, but, you know, otherwise, you know, I will be focusing on booking shows. I will be focusing on getting back to my writing. I have not really written in a while. You know, it's kind of important to me that I can, you know, have some time right now. You know, there's some things that have to be done, and while I'm doing those things, I really want to focus on, you know, all the stuff I don't have time to do. And, you know, when I was working a 9 to 5:30 job, pretty much, you know, you're done with that. You don't want to do anything when you come home, you know. And now that I can sleep till like 5, and hell, it's 4:08 a.m. on a Wednesday, and here I am making one of these videos. Woohoo! You know, you know, I will be focusing on that. I have a whole shitload of story ideas of stuff that I haven't, you know, I haven't had time to do, and now I do, and I'm excited to get to them. I also want to try, and if anybody out there, you know, has any sort of off-Broadway thingies or whatever, and they, you know, like, look at me and they go, hey, I want to act, you know, I am available. I can do a number of different accents, and, you know, I don't know what that was supposed to be, but, you know, it's the whole point. Right now, I want to be creative again. I want to, you know, being in the studio has kind of inspired me here, and, you know, so yes, next weekend, going back into the studio, Planet Gray Studios with George Grant producing, and, oh, also, you know, and, but yeah, so, you know, as I was saying, Planet Gray, George Grant's producing, and the first Nemesis Imperium officially recorded material will be released probably next month. I can't see it coming any later than early August, but I'm hoping for July. So, let's see. It all depends on how long it takes to mix. So, anyway, I figure I should end this. It's at the 15-minute mark. Oh, look, I just did like a weird face. So, yes. Sexy, ain't it? Anyway, so on that note, bye.